Hey, welcome to Jesse's Game Review Tips and Strategy. This is my Diablo 2 Season 8 journey, and I hope you enjoy. This season I decided to go a Nova Sorceress again, and with that, this time around I decided to max out my teleportation to ease on mana cost and gold cost early game until we can beat the hell difficulty. At this point of the game, I didn't have much. I did have my stealth body armor and my Ancient's Pledge shield. Day 2, I did beat hell difficulty with the public team, and afterwards I went off to try to save Anya to get that 20 plus res for hell difficulty, which is always a must. And so hopefully you guys were as lucky as I was when I was doing this run and was able to get an early Anya save. I started farming the Countess, was able to get a lot of runes, and was able to create the rune word Bulwark. And if you're wondering, I do have a ranger as a mercenary because it's the only weapon I was able to find to give me the meditation aura. I was lucky enough to find a unrune in one of my Countess run. And so of course the next step that made sense is to build my crescent moon. Shortly afterwards, I was able to find a staff to allow me to create the rune word memory, and I was able to fully transition over to energy shield build. Yeah, not long afterwards, I was able to get a 4 open socket pole arms for insights, and then be able to hire a Act 2 mercenary. And so next up, I wanted to get a Monarch shield because I'm still using the Ancient's Pledge, and so I decided to do the cows in hell difficulty, but they were just way too strong, so I decided just to go back to some pit runs and just do key farming. During one of my pit runs, I was able to find a Monarch shield. From there, I rolled the rune word Spirit a couple times and was able to get this piece. During some point in day 3, I did trade for Viper of the Magi. I believe I traded a Mount or Is for it. It was a low roll, about 24 res, and at the same time I leveled up my second account for my Battle Order Barbarian. From there I continued just farming the pits as well as the 3 different areas for keys, hoping to get my first torch soon. And my first torch, this either means I get infinity or I don't and have to farm more keys, so this first torch was really important.
Thank you.
I have to admit, it was actually a pretty decent roll, but it was not the torch I was looking for. I was hoping for an S torch so I can trade it for burst for my infinity. During one of my pit runs for a 3-player Magic Find game, I was able to find a jaw and I traded it for a burr.
Thank you.
I currently only have a burr and a vex, not quite there yet for infinity, but I'm about halfway there. After farming enough keys for my second torch, a person approached me and mentioned Jim was going to give me my torch, but unfortunately we couldn't make a trade as he wanted me to give him all my keys to actually farm the torch. Of course I denied since I didn't know who Jim is. Jim only needed a few more keys, so he actually farmed out the few keys, was able to get the torch and reach out to me afterwards, and we were able to make a deal. At this point of the game, remember, I have about a jaw and a vex, so let's hope that I get something equivalent to a burr and I'll be able to get my own infinity. One thing that I wish Blizzard would actually fix is being able to click control and click your items into this trade chat, but until they actually do that, keys trading as well as gem trading is going to be a pain. And yeah, of course I took out one wrong key, so I had to go back and redo the entire process. Got my keys sorted out, it's time to trade. You know, me and Jim, still don't know that guy, but you know, if he gives me an S torch, he's an alright guy, that's all I have to say. Jim's an alright guy if I get an S torch. Yeah, I definitely let him know that I definitely got this piece here. This is what he traded me. And of course, afterwards, he never traded with me ever again. I forgot what I sold my Amazon torch for, but at this point of the game I did have a bird rune, a sir rune, and a low, so I traded that for my infinity.
Thank you.
I decided to get rid of my S-Torch and to try to get a bird so that I can get Griffin's Eye. I find that the faster cast rate is more important now to break that 105 breakpoint, and so I decided to go that route. On day 4, I traded the bird that I got for selling my S-Torch for a Griffin's Eye.
Thank you.
All I need left now is my Arachnid Mesh for my belt and a bunch of Grand Charms for the +1 lightning and S-Torch. I think with those pieces I would have complete my build here. The final item would be the Amulet, which is going to be a 3 lightning +10 faster cast rate, which I always wait until the end to get. And so there I was, I'm back to key farming, and hopefully I can get me a S-Torch. On day 5, it was torch time. Let's see what I get today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could not believe it too. I got a freaking another S-Torch. 2 of the 3 torches I identified were S-Torches. Man, this has been a fantastic ladder season so far. After getting so lucky with the Hellfire torches, I'm like, you know what, I can get another S-Torch. I'm just going to sell this one. Another one's going to come my way. I just know it.
Thank you.
On day 6, I traded my keys for another torch.
Good day.
Like, I'm not kidding you guys. I did not like fake this stuff here. I got another freaking S-Torch. Man, this third S-Torch motivated me so much, I decided just to farm keys again. And I had another trade for another torch. I didn't get an S-Torch this time. And I don't know what it is, but I never traded again with Enigma Enjoyer. I never did. Never again. On day 7, I had enough keys to trade for a torch again, but I wasn't sure if I was going to identify this torch or not. You could say I had the yips. And so I decided just to hold on to it, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it quite yet. After not being able to get another S-Torch, I decided just to buy one again. I paid a bird gold for one. I didn't have this in my trade listed, but I did trade a draw for 5 lightning grand charm. I ended up trading 1 burr for 2 stone of Jordans. At some point I did make a trade for my Arachnid Mesh, and I'm pretty much fully built right now. I have all the gears and everything I needed. I'm pretty much done for the season. Well, with the exception of the Amulet, which is going to cost like 3 to 4 burrs or jaws, so we'll see how that goes. In the previous ladder season, I gambled for plus skillers, plus lives, but this time around I decided to just gamble the Amulet since I do need a specific Amulet as well, and it is a lot more, I guess in terms of like what I'm paying to try to gamble, it's a lot cheaper to gamble for any item. So right now it costs about 1 mal for 10 million golds, and it gives you many opportunities to try to get the item you want. So I'm rolling Amulets this season to see how it goes. I've actually sold 2 different Amulets prior to this sale here, which were the +2 sorceress skill, +10 faster cast rate, and some random stats. Both sold for about ohm, but this is actually the best Amulet I got so far, and I'm selling this now, so we'll see what I get. And there you have it. I got a burr is low. I think I could have gotten more if I just held on, since there were multiple bets during the day that just kept increasing, but I decided to just sell the Amulet. Well, this is pretty much where I'm at on this ladder season so far. It's been about 2 weeks in, and I have a bunch of mals ready to do more gambling. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep gambling for Amulets, but I'm in a pretty good spot now. I have enough runes. I have all my gears. What should I do? Should I sell everything and give it out like I normally do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.